Hi, Virgo. Let's see what the universe is wanting to tell you. My readings are timeless. When you find them is when you're meant to hear the messages. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if this reading does not resonate for you at all, don't try to make it fit. This is for the collective sun, moon, ascendant, and cusp, but cross watchers are welcome. And just know that I will never contact you out of the blue and offer you any readings. Only scammers are going to do that. Spirit, what is coming in for Virgo? What do they need to know at this time? What does Virgo need to know, Spirit? Okay. First card out is the Lovers. The Lovers is an intimate relationship. It could be a commitment or a not commitment, but it is intimate. What else, Spirit? What else for Virgo? We have courtship. Courtship can talk about the very beginning of a relationship. Now, courtship doesn't have to be about love, though. It can be business as well, at the very beginning of a partnership with someone. But it can also talk about someone coming in to court you, woo you over, and that can be love or business as well. What else, Spirit? Poverty. Poverty is lack. It can be lack of money, but it doesn't have to be about money. It can be any area of your life where you don't feel like you have enough. And lack of love, lack of money, lack of good health, whatever this poverty is, um, it it could go either way. But it doesn't even have to be you that is feeling poverty or lack in your life. It could be someone else in your energy feeling it. We will clarify though. We'll find out what's going on. We see bad health on the bottom of the deck. Bad health can be physical bad health or mental bad health. It can be you, it can be someone else in your energy who is in bad health. But it doesn't even have to be about a person being in bad health. It can talk about a relationship that's in bad health, a family dynamic that's in bad health, a job, your career being in bad health. I do want to say that if you are in any kind of bad health, whether it's physical or mental, I am not a professional, and you should definitely, seek out some professional help for that. Let's clarify these cards and let's see what is going on. Spirit, show me Lovers. Now, I will tell you, whatever this is that's in bad health, whether this is a person, whether it's you or someone else in your energy, or it's a relationship or a family dynamic, whatever this is, it could be anything in your life being in bad health or someone else's life being in bad health. It is important to this reading that someone or something is in bad health here. Spirit, show me Lovers. Why is Lovers here? Okay, way too many. We see the Lovers. The Lovers clarified by the Lovers. And we see the King of Swords, Six of Pentacles. And the Ace of Swords. I'm actually going to take these. There's 4. I'm going to take them. Wow. And the Five of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. I feel like you've got a King of Swords here. Masculine air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They could have those signs in their chart. They don't have to. I'm just calling out what I see. The Lovers is Gemini energy. So strong Gemini with King of Swords and the Lovers. But this is someone who feels this poverty. I feel like they're feeling poverty. They feel lack. They feel some kind of lack in their life here. I do feel like this is someone that is wanting to have a conversation with you here. Um, I feel this is emotional for most of you. I'm going to keep clarifying. I mean, we're getting Lovers, so that's an intimate relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be sexually intimate, although it tends to be that way. But it can just talk about intimate as in very, very close. But with the Lover showing up, I almost feel like this really is probably most likely intimate, like romantic, okay? You've got someone here who's feeling lack in their life. I feel like they want you to give to them, but I feel like they're wanting to have some kind of equal give and take with you. I think they're coming in because they want to have a conversation with you here. They want to have a truthful conversation about that. This is someone making a choice to take action here towards you. King of Swords, he makes a decision and then he takes decisive action. And I definitely feel like this person is taking decisive action towards you. They're making that decision to do so. You're going to have to, of course, make a decision as well when this person comes here and has a conversation with you about this. Spirit, show me the Ace of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Lovers. Why are they here? Two of Swords. Ooh, and the Eight of Cups. Knight of Swords. The Sun. Leo energy with the Sun. So I feel like this is someone that, you may not have any contact with. You may have this person even blocked. I feel like you're protecting yourself in some way from this person. This could be someone that you walked away from or someone who walked away from you. I feel like there was some kind of clarity here. And by this person, I think this person has gotten clarity. And Leo energy with the Sun. And they're wanting to rush in. And they're wanting to have that conversation. Knight of Swords. This is someone really in their head here. But either you walked away from them or they walked away from you. But regardless of who walked away here, I feel like it's going to go differently for everyone. Energy will play out differently for everyone. Regardless, I think this person is coming to the understanding. They're getting the clarity about why you walked away or about why they shouldn't. If they walked away, I think they're getting clarity about why that was a big mistake for them. And I feel like you are now in Two of Swords energy. I think when this person comes in, this may put you at a stalemate where you're going to have a difficult time making a decision. Even if you may think right now that you don't want to deal with this person again, because I do feel like this is past energy. Even if you don't want to, because I do feel like you're in the Two of Swords energy. I do feel like you've got this, you could have this person actually blocked on your phone, on your social media, have their number blocked in your phone. But I think it's going to put you at a little bit of a stalemate and being unsure about what decision to make. But you've got someone taking action. They may come in very swiftly here. I feel like they want to come in very swiftly. And Knights are action cards. This is someone coming in fast. And I told you, the King of Swords, once he makes the decision to do something, he takes decisive action. So I feel like this is someone who is making that decision. Spirit, show me the Two of Swords. You may refuse to talk to this person. You may be blocking this person. Spirit, show me the Two of Swords, and why is the Two of Swords here? I feel like, this relationship that you had with this person may have been in bad health, but I definitely feel like this person is in bad health. I don't feel like they're doing too well. I feel like they're depressed, they're sad, they're in that Five of Pentacles energy, that feeling of lack. Spirit, show me the Two of Swords. Their life could be kind of falling apart here. Spirit, show me Two of Swords. Three of Cups and Death. Yeah. This person could have definitely had a third party situation here going on. And third party does not have to be another lover. It can talk about anyone or anything that comes in between you and them, or you and someone or something that you want. So I definitely feel like this is someone who does not want things to be over. Death is Scorpio energy. We have the World on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is a cycle that completely closed out. It completely closed out with this person. They want to come back and they do want to have a reunion here with you. There could have been a third party that came in between the two of you. That's for some of you. But this is a cycle that closed out. And I feel like this is someone that wants to bring this cycle back. They want to get back on that wheel with you. They want another chance. Spirit, show me courtship, and why is courtship here? Show me courtship. Okay. All right. We have the Page of Pentacles, Temperance, which is Sagittarius energy, and the Ace of Cups. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. That's your energy, Virgo. You've got someone coming in here. They're definitely reaching out to you and maybe sending you a message or actually coming in in the physical sense, but this is someone that wants to a reunion with the Ace of Cups. They want a reconciliation here with you. They want things to be in balance with you. They want to bring things into balance and they want to have a reconciliation. I think they're going to come in. The Hermit on the bottom of the deck, like I was saying earlier, I feel like this is someone that you have little to no contact with. This is someone who has been doing some soul searching. You know, we saw them in the Five of Pentacles energy. I think they've been going through a very difficult period in their life. And that difficult period has maybe forced them to go into hermit mode, to where they have had to do some soul searching about what they were doing in the past and what they want in the future. They're coming in to offer you something here. It may just be a little something. It could just be, you know, commitment. It could be let's move in together or something of that nature. But they are coming in, I feel like, to court you here with courtship. They want to start over. They want a new beginning with you. They want to let the past go. We saw the world. That is completions of cycles and starting new cycles, because that's what this person wants. They want the past. You may have a difficult time with them, even with talking about what happened in the past, but I think regardless of whether or not you want to be with this person, regardless of whether or not you want to, they are going to come in, I feel like, to have a truthful conversation with you. And you need to make sure you get the truth about whatever was going on or whatever happened in the past. If you don't already know exactly what was happening, there may be parts of it that you don't know as well. But this is someone that wants the past to be left in the past. They're hoping you're going to let them leave the past in the past and start brand new, start a whole new cycle. Spirit, show me Temperance, Page of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. So many wanting to come out, but I see the Moon and I see King of Cups. Strong Pisces energy with those two. King of Cups is masculine water energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The Moon is Pisces, Cancer energy. Yeah, this is someone who has a lot of love for you here. They have a lot of love. I feel like they are very overwhelmed here with their emotions. Too many coming out with that, though. Spirit, show me Temperance, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Three of Swords. And Queen of Swords. Yeah. Because that, I feel like this is the energy that you have in regards to this person. This person caused you pain. This person caused heartbreak. Okay, like I said earlier, Three of Cups, now Three of Swords. There definitely could have been a third party involved here. And now I feel like you're going to meet them as the Queen of Swords, feminine, air energy. You could have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in your chart. You don't have to. And I don't know if I said it with the King of Swords. I know I didn't say it with the King of Cups, but I don't know if I said it with the King of Swords over here. But disregard gender, because there is no gender in tarot. We all have masculine, feminine energy within us. Tarot just gives us the energy. Kings take action. They make plans. They go after what they want, that sort of thing. Queens receive, they do not chase, they attract, they nurture, and they grow things, and they communicate. Spirit, show me Three of Swords. Why is Three of Swords here? This is someone caused you a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak, and now I feel like you're in the Queen of Swords energy. You could have air in your chart. You don't have to. But the Queen of Swords, she cuts out anyone and anything that does not serve her. I feel like when this person comes in, you're going to have your sword raised towards this person. If you may listen to what they say, but regardless of that, if you don't want to be with them, I think that you're going to cut them out. I don't feel like you're feeling any soft emotions towards this person anymore. In the past, you probably did, but now I don't think you do. Look at that. Six of Swords coming out. The Six of Swords to the Three of Swords is Nine Swords. I feel like this is someone who is very, very stressed out about the thought of coming in here towards you. They know that you are their Ten of Cups. They're happily ever after. They want to move things into better times and for things to be better between the two of you. And we saw that with Temperance. They want to bring in some balance here. They want to have a balanced, harmonious relationship with you. They want to heal things between the two of you. But this is someone that's very, very stressed out about coming in here. Spirit, show me poverty, because I think they do feel that you are their 10 of cups. They're happily ever after. Spirit, show me poverty. And I just think that a lot of it, and you know, the energy I feel from this person here is that they have been going through a difficult, difficult time. And maybe they're getting some karma, you know. But regardless of whether it's karma or whatever, I feel like they're going through a very difficult time. And I feel like they see you almost like a safe harbor, and they want to they want to come towards you and get away from all the difficulties they've been going through. Spirit, show me poverty. But I think they know that you're going to meet them as the Queen of Swords, and they're trying to, I think, strategize on how they can come towards you. And I think it's going to be by offering you something, you know, in the material world. Like I said, this could be let's move in together, or um, let's get married. Let's have a commitment. Let's make things official. Spirit, show me poverty. Why is it here? I would hope that they would not um, propose marriage, though, you know, if you've been apart. We have the Empress, we have the High Priest, which is the Hierophant in the other tarot decks, and we have the Page of Wands on the bottom of the deck, the King of Pentacles. They've now come out as three different kings. This is definitely someone coming out in Emperor energy. So they see you as an Empress, and they are coming out as the Emperor, and they definitely see you as their divine counterpart. I feel like this is someone that, you know, they've been going through a very difficult time. Maybe they've been very focused on their material world as the King of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles is typically someone who is very comfortable, has a lot of material abundance. And I don't really feel like this. I feel like this is someone, here we see them coming out with a page, offering a little bit here with the Page of Pentacles, offering a little bit here with the Page of Wands. This is offering you, I feel like, a commitment. Taurus energy with the High Priest, Libra, Taurus energy with the Empress. But this is someone who sees you as being this Empress, and they're wanting to come in and offer you um, a new beginning with them. They may not have a whole lot to offer. I think they've been very focused, and maybe this is partially for some of you why this person has been hesitating on coming forward, because maybe they don't feel like they have enough to offer you. I do think they're offering you a commitment here and a new beginning, and they want to come in and start some new exciting beginning with you. But I think that they're very much trying to get their money together, get their material world settled. Spirit, show me the High Priest, the Empress, and the Page of Wands. They may just feel like they don't have enough to offer you, Spirit, but they're coming out as an Emperor with the three kings, although we haven't seen the fourth one yet. So they may not be quite in that Emperor energy yet. But the Emperor is someone who's stable and abundant. But he can also just be someone who goes after what he wants, and he, you know, takes charge of a situation. Spirit, show me the High Priest, the Empress, and the Page of Wands. Why are they here? Seven of Cups. And just as I said it, the Emperor. Yeah, this is an Emperor. This is someone coming out as an Emperor. Um, but they may not feel like they have enough for some reason. And it could just be that they know, you know, maybe it's because they have been going through a difficult time. Maybe it's more emotional than material for them. But this is someone that I feel like has gotten very, very clear. Someone who maybe in the past wasn't clear about what they wanted has now gotten very clear, and they're stepping into their Emperor energy, Aries energy with the Emperor. Someone's stepping into that Emperor energy to match your Empress energy. They see you as their match, their divine counterpart. Spirit, show me the Seven of Cups, and why is the Seven of Cups here? Show me Seven of Cups. Okay, hold on. A couple of them flew out. Okay, and we have the High Priestess, and we have the Nine of Pentacles, but it was in the reverse. On the bottom of the deck, the Four of Wands. Yeah, I think that maybe in the past, some of the issue here was they may have not, I don't think they were an emperor in the past. This is someone who may have been going through a very difficult time in their life. Like I said, they could have had financial issues in the past, very focused on their material world. Um, they didn't have enough here with the Nine of Pentacles reversed. They could have even been in a relationship. Like I said earlier, I feel like there could have been a third party involved. They could have been in another relationship and they weren't single for some of you. And for others of you, I think that this is someone who had money issues in the past. But regardless of whether this was then the third party that came in between the two of you was their job, where they just didn't feel like they had enough to be in a long-term relationship. This is somebody who, was hiding things. And they could have been, for some of you, they could have been hiding that they were in another relationship, had a whole family going on with the Four of Wands. And I think they wanted to be with you, but they were confused. Whether it was because they didn't have the money and they were focused on their money, and that was what was keeping them from being in long-term or committed relationship. I think this was an intimate relationship. It may not have been a full-on relationship, like a committed relationship. They could have had a third party going on for sure. Let's get you an oracle card for guidance. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance for Virgo. But for some of you, I think this is someone that was just very focused on their money and they didn't have enough money. They didn't feel like they had enough. They were more focused on that than a relationship. And I think they've been going through a lot of difficulties now. And they could be realizing, that money isn't everything. And that they could have been building with you, regardless of whether this was a third party situation with another person, or it was their job, their money was the issue. They didn't feel like they had enough money and they weren't ready to settle down or whatever it was. I definitely feel like they realized that they could have been building with you and they would have been happier, and now they're not happy. Spirit, give me an oracle card for guidance. What guidance do you have for Virgo? We have humility, dandelion. We're going to read this. When you feel underappreciated or invisible, remember the dandelion and its ability to flourish. Seen from a different perspective, the oracle property humility is needed when assessing our own importance in a given situation or relationship. Are you overstimulating your own I'm sorry, overstimulating. Are you overestimating your own contributions, value, or difficulties? It's very easy to slip into a narcissistic mindset, after all. We are each at the center of our own universe. However, it is sometimes essential to step back and be very honest about where we stand in relation to others. Everyone wants to be heard and feel valued. Are you doing your best to see others in a kind of light as you see yourself? And I actually feel this humility, um, maybe we all could, I'm sure, be a little more, have a little bit more humility. But I think this person has been going through a very difficult period and they may be learning humility. That's what the kind of energy I feel is that they've been learning some humility. Maybe they were just for some of you, they could have had another person. They could have been just only about me, 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 and they weren't ready for any kind of relationship commitment or whatever. But now I think they're getting a dose of humility. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the reading, Virgo. If you did, please like the video.